Now take a look around, this is what they call greatness. Yeah, now start it up. Push it to the limit, I can never get enough. Yeah, now start it up. If you wanna see the future, then take a look at us. Yeah, now start it up. Push it to the limit, I can never get enough. Yeah, now start it up. If you want to see the future, then take a look at us.
It's the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Chick-fil-A Bixby. The Spartans take care of the Sand Springs Sandites at home, and you're kind of entering the home stretch. One more home game in the regular season, Lauren, and Sand Springs was tough as advertised.
Yeah, Coach Klink has done a good job over there. Their guys are well coached. They show up in the right spots. Got some really good football players. Pennington at quarterback is just a phenomenal player. Got some physical guys, and they came out swinging. It was a big game for them.
All right, we'll get into some highlights in a bit, but we knew it was going to be a tough week. They were going to be physical, as Sand Springs always is. And that takes us to our practice players of the week. Yeah,
first off, our practice player captain of the week, Connor Stacy, who went out for the coin toss. Connor is just the picture of consistency. Practices well every day, is good in the weight room every day, and he's put himself in a position to be on the field for 3 straight years for the Spartans. And then the next guy, Walker Smith. Walker is a wide receiver DB for us, and just a great attitude, great work ethic guy, and plays every single scout team. Goes in on special teams for us, and just proud of the work that he's doing to make the Spartans better.
Practice Players of the Week, sponsored by BTC Broadband. We're going to come back and have your first half highlights. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Baker Pools. All your pool needs are at bakerpoolsok.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. American Waste. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Now in Orthodontics. Powered by Smile Doctors. Oklahoma Promo. Products that inspire. Roush Coleman Homes. Improving quality of life one home at a time. And by Launch Car Wash.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Spartans at home against the Sand Springs Sandites. And Coach, we talked about this. We knew Sand Springs was, as always, going to be physical, well coached, and they came out and it was a tough first quarter.
Yeah, and you always know it's going to be challenging fall break week. You see right there, you know, we've got an excellent crowd, but typically fall break, the students, the teachers, are ready to get out of town, and you just don't have as good of a game atmosphere, although we had a really good one, but just a little bit different feel for practice that you have to get ready for.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Spartans and the Sand Springs Sandites.
See our captains rolling out here, and Connor Stacy out with Jack Puckett, Braylon Presley, and Zach Blankenship. And we won the toss, elected to defer, and so we're going to play some defense right there, and defense gets us off to a great start. You'll see Braden Darrell from his DN position right there. You'll see, I think that's Miles Hill in on the sack. Miles really productive this year, and then Sand Springs having some punt team woes, snapped it out of the back of the end zone for a safety, and get our offense great field position right there. And you'll notice Luke has there blocking for Braylon on the bubble screen. Really working that perimeter a little bit, and you'll see Jacob Snyder right here. Jacob doing a good job on both sides of the ball, and Preston Solomon doing a good job ending with a shove right there on the bubble screen. And Sand Springs gets the ball back here, and you'll notice our defense just arriving extremely violently, getting some really good play out of all our guys right there. I can't tell, I think that's Braden Darrell again in on that tackle, but just a extremely productive night right there. Jack Puckett or Connor Stacy in on that tackle, and then good pressure right there, and there it is right there. It's Connor Stacy, and he makes good play right there, and that's just good practicing all week long when our guys see that. And then we come back and we're in the little shovel pass to Luke has up inside, and Luke showing you how powerful he is. And then we spit the screen right back out to Jacob Snyder, and he makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss, and does a good job. We got a host of guys, Dylan has, and the crew out blocking for him. And then Braylon just short right there. And then we hand off the inside zone in behind Brody Duffel right there and get him in the end zone for a touchdown right there. Sand Springs back out. Pennington doing a good job of spreading the defense out right there and trying to get some running game going. I think Sand Springs had minus 20 yards or so in the first half. Just goes to show you how good our defense was doing. Braylon on an excellent carry up inside, hitting that A-gap power, and then Connor Kirby right here on a 4th and short does a good job of converting, bouncing the power play. And then we throw the fade pattern here in the end zone to Luke has. Luke does a good job of going up and high pointing that ball. He's just a mismatch for nearly everybody he's going to play against. So taking advantage of that, you'll see our defense right there. Excellent tackle, using the sideline as a friend, and then just swallowed up Pennington right there by 3 defenders. I think we had to split the sacks up on that one right there, dropping back off the fake jet sweep, and Braylon does a good job adjusting this ball in the air and throwing the ball down the seam to him. And of course he shows you his great speed, just phenomenal, explosive football player. And then right there, excellent tackle by Miles Hill, squeezing on the down block, and Miles just continues to grow and get better each week right there, and you'll see him squeeze everything down in the middle, making it extremely hard to run. Sand Springs dropping back right here, and I think that's Connor Stacy in on the sack, or excuse me, Connor Kirby in on the sack, getting a little bit of defense the other night, and then we split the bubble screen out to Braylon right here, and he reverses field, and then does what he does with a little bit of space. So Braylon on that touchdown, getting some excellent blocking down the field. You see Jacob Snyder, young sophomore Sam McCormick, and that takes us into halftime with a score of 30-0.
All right, Spartans rolling. We'll take a look at your second half highlights when we come back.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Spartans at home taking care of the Sand Springs Sandites. A tough one early on, but 30-0 at the half. Let's take a look, Lauren, at the second half highlights.
Yeah, let's get right into those. Came out and played really well right off the bat in the second half. You'll see Christian and Braylon marching out right there. We dropped back right there and we hit the RPO action off the pin and pull to Kel Fugate right there, and Kel had a good evening. Then we come back to the curb dozer on short yardage situation, and I like the way he's keeping that up inside of the kick-out blocks, running some of our gap scheme stuff in the A-gap, and then Preston Solomon right there on the fade. Christian Burke had an extremely efficient night, I think was 24 or 28. And then right there you see that ferocious defense, guys trying to chainsaw that ball out, and that's what we'd like to see. Miles Hill right here in on the tackle from his defensive end position, and a lot of guys continue to try to strip that ball. When we gang tackle, we get a bunch of guys in there, and we're going to try to get that ball loose. And I think that's Dylan Has there from his safety position coming up making a tackle. Fourth and short right here, 4th and 2 actually. I think Connor ends up picking up the first down at midfield. And then we run the zone play right here to Braylon, and Braylon does a good job keeping his feet moving and then squirts it out the back door for a touchdown. I think that was his longest run of the evening. He had some other big plays, but I think they were on receptions. And then speed sweep right there to Dylan Has, and does a good job picking up some positive yards. And then Connor Kirby doing a good job right there, just running some people over, and then also has excellent speed when he gets in. He's gotten quite a few carries, so his vision continues to get better. From the Wildcat position right there, you see Braden Hobbs and a couple other new faces in right there, and then we run the counter play right there. Levi Dunsmore doing an excellent job on the kick-out block, run around being physical. We run the pin and pull play right here, and you'll see Levi Dunsmore, Ian Lonsdale hand the ball off to Zach Blankenship, and Zach just running extremely hard. I thought it was one of his best games as far as running hard, being physical. And he's just a guy that continues to get better all the time. Kason Hatley in his nose guard position, and then we've got a lot of guys in right there. Maybe Jack Puckett in on that sack. And then we run the speed sweep right there to Zach Blankenship, and Zach doing a good job right there, reversing field. And as I mentioned earlier, he's just running so hard. Just proud of Zach and what he's doing. Obviously, everybody knows he recently committed to Oklahoma State to wrestle, and then right there, Christian Kaiser, a.k.a. Cowboy Creesh. We do a good job getting the ball out there to him. And then Brody Duffel on a good block right out there on the edge. And Zach Blankenship delivering a blow right there, knocking somebody's helmet off. Then we come back, and Connor Kirby runs the stretch play right there and lowers his head and is able to get into the end zone. He's just having an excellent game right there with his second touchdown. And that takes us to a final score of 58-14.
All right, our final stats are brought to you by American Waste.
Good evening on the stat line. 25 first downs to Sand Springs 9. Total offense, Bixby Spartans had 555 yards of total offense. 372 of that was through the air, 183 on the ground. Penalties, had 6 penalties for 60 yards. Want to continue to eliminate that. And just like those turnovers, we had 2 turnovers. Hats off to Sand Springs. They didn't have any. Passing, Christian Burke was 24 of 28 for 326 and 4 touchdowns. Came to McCrary, came in and was efficient, was 3 for 5 for 44 yards. On the ground, Connor Kirby, our leading rusher, had 11 carries for 55 yards. Braylon Presley, 10 carries for 51 yards. Zach Blankenship, 6 carries for 29 yards. Through the air, Braylon Presley had 11 receptions for 151 yards. Luke has 3 receptions for 56 yards. Jacob Snyder, 4 receptions for 55 yards, and Kel Fugate having a good night, 2 for 30. Tackles, Connor Stacy and Jack Puckett leading with 12, Kel Fugate with 8, and Jacob Snyder, Preston Solomon, and Bo Bertelli all with 5. And just a number that continues to grow this year on the stat line is sacks. Braden Darrell leading with 2, Miles Hill 1.5. Connor Stacy and Connor Kirby each had a sack. So just an excellent night for the Spartans.
All right, this was a game in district that people had looked forward to, and you've got another home game coming up now against an old foe, the Muskogee Roughers.
Yeah, and Muskogee this year is coached by Travis Hill. Travis has been at Muskogee as defensive coordinator, left for a couple of years, won a state championship at Broken Arrow as their defensive coordinator, was back last year, but we didn't get to play because of COVID last year, and so Travis has taken over that program, and you can see every single week when you put the tape in, they're growing, they're getting better. Got a freshman quarterback who's doing some good stuff and run a 3-3 stack on defense, and so we've got a work cut out for us, and we want to go out and execute and play extremely well for our seniors on senior night, Mark.
Yeah, and hard to believe senior night's here.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
All right, so the Roughers up next for the Spartans. Well, next on the show, our Player of the Week.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
We're back, and it's time for our Player of the Week, which is sponsored as always by Nowlin Orthodontics. Cody Pascal joins us here on the show, senior offensive lineman. Cody, good to have you here, man.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your season so far. The team, obviously doing incredibly well. And from an individual standpoint, let's talk about you and how you feel you've played at this point of the year.
I feel like I've played pretty good kind of coming into this year. I've had some experience these last few years kind of be on the field, and I think that really helps me be able to be more confident going into the senior year, kind of leading the group into some of these games and just staying calm and focused and just knowing my assignments.
Yeah, and you've gotten to play, at a younger age as well, and and you have had a lot of time on the field, and you've had a lot of time in the weight room. We know you're one of the harder workers when it comes to that. Talk about that process and how you've gotten from point A to point B.
Well, I've always loved just how much this program just pushes the strength and conditioning aspect, and just kind of since 8th grade, just being in there. Now they're even doing it in 7th grade starting, but just being in the weight room, learning the fundamentals, getting stronger every day. I mean, I just love that that's one of the big things about this program. I think it shows in so many kids coming up through the grades is just seeing how much they can progress throughout and maybe even become a starter their senior year when they almost would have never had a chance whenever they were younger.
Yeah, a lot of program kids. And speaking of that, when did you start playing football and playing football at Bixby?
Well, I started playing football back when I was probably whenever I could. I think it was kindergarten or 1st grade when I started flag football. I've always been doing it. I played it, but I used to go to Union, so I played at Union until I was in 6th grade. I moved over here in 7th grade, played for the last year of INFC football on the 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade blue, and then I played here for the school, now going on my senior year. What
do you like most about playing offensive line?
I think it's just that you're going to war with the guys right next to you. I mean, the offensive line you got to trust the guy right next to you that he's going to do his job. And just knowing that you have that bond with those guys. And I think our group right now, we all have a really good bond, and we can trust each other going into war.
Talk about your class, which is an outstanding class, all the way through the ranks, and what you guys have experienced, these 4 years of being up and playing high school.
Well, I think we just knew, even from a young age, just what they expected of us, because we've seen the guys before us come through, just how successful they've been, and we just knew we had to work hard these last few years, and we knew we had some talent, some very talented kids in our group, and I think we've been able to, so far, try to show our talents and be as good as we can coming forward.
Well, listen, we appreciate you coming on the show. You've had an outstanding year so far, a great career, and there's so much more to come. We look forward to it, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Cody Pascal, our Player of the Week, now an Orthodontics Player of the Week. We're going to talk about the youth team of the week. We're going to go all the way to first grade when we come back.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
It's time for our Youth Team of the Week, which is sponsored by Baker Pools and first grade. We're going to go all the way back. And first grade blue, Nate Crosby joins us on the show. Nate, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about first grade football. We can all remember who've been dads and had kids playing. That's where it all begins. And talk a little bit about your team and what your experience so far has been coaching.
It's been a great experience. It's a lot of fun to watch these kids play and see them get a love of the game. That kind of takes me back to playing INFC football, back during my youth. But we got a great group of guys, and they're all playing hard, and it's fun to watch.
Let's talk a little bit about your team, just in generalities here, and we'll start with the offense.
So, in Mighty Mite football, first and second grade, they pre-prescribe our formations. So we didn't really have a natural fullback, so we go split back. And we have a couple of kids that are really good at running the ball. We try to get some base plays and build up off those plays. So we have our trap play right up the middle. And we run that, and as soon as they start loading up in the middle, we run our trap boot where we fake it and go around the end. And we've even built up a little reverse play off that, and hopefully one day we'll actually throw a pass off of it. But we'll see if we can get that going at the end of the season.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your defense.
So, you know, we definitely have some kids flying around, making big hits and doing what they can to make big plays. We've actually only had a couple of pass plays thrown on us this year, but the first one that we ever saw was actually an interception. So gave that to you also, but that was really exciting, neat play. Now he did start running the wrong way, but we got him turned around and he ran back the right way, and ended up being a good play. It was fun.
Well, it is a fun age, and as you mentioned, you know, kids just putting the helmet on for the very first time, and just kind of in general, what's your experience been like with Bixby Youth Football?
It's been really positive for the most part. Yeah, we're really stressing the fundamentals and trying to get the kids to tackle safely and engage their blocks and be physical and be more aggressive. And you know, some of the kids were kind of timid at first, but they're coming along. We had a couple that were naturally, you know, drawn to being more aggressive, and some that weren't. But yeah, we've got a lot of our team coming along now.
Well, Nate, we wish you the best of luck the rest of the year, and we certainly thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first grade blue, Nate Crosby, the head coach, and that'll do it for this week. Now the Spartans have a home game, last one of the season for senior night, regular season game against the Muskogee Roughers at 7 o'clock at Spartan Stadium. We'll see you next time. The Bixby Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken, Baker Pools. All your pool needs are at bakerpoolsok.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. American Waste. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Now in Orthodontics. Powered by Smile Doctors. Oklahoma Promo. Products that inspire. Roush Coleman Homes. Improving quality of life one home at a time. And by Launch Car Wash.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.